Alright, time for an update on the Las Vegas UFO case, which may or may not be the Virginia, Brazil case of the United States in the modern day, with a UFO crash and beings running around a populated area and multiple people seeing it. So, yeah, let's get into it. There's multiple updates, so let's talk about it. Get in here. This is Jack with Cosmic Road. I talk about UFOs and the paranormal. Please hit like, please subscribe, share on social media, and let me know what you think in the comments below. Alright, so let's just go over, I guess, what is the biggest news that a lot of people are talking about. People are saying that the whole thing has been debunked. Based on this circle that was shown by the one of the witnesses and presented as evidence of possibly an alien ship landing. So let's see what this is all about, this debunking.
Of the yard where the object had crashed, then vanished, a circular impression was left in the soil.
I geolocated this property on Google Maps. Transitioning to Google Earth historical aerial photos. This first photo was taken on April 18th, 2022. April 23rd, 2022. April 30th, 2022. May 31st, 2022. June 11th. June 14th, 2022. Now rotating to bird's eye view and going back through the same photos. The UFO landing was reported on May 1st, 2023. The circle has been there for at least a year before the alleged incident.
Alright, well, I'm convinced that the circle is not an alien ship landing. So why did the homeowner, or I don't think it was the owner, but one of the residents there, a young man, why was he trying to say that this was indeed a sign that a ship had landed there or something like that? Had he not been aware of this circle that had been there for a year? I mean, there is a lot of stuff in this backyard. It looks like it's obviously a place of business. Possibly he just didn't go out there very often. That is a possibility. Another possibility is he was trying to, sell this whole story, and this was some physical proof that he could point to, or, proof. So, he just got excited and oversold this particular aspect of the story, but it's not really part of the story at all. So, all are possible. Some people are saying, well, this guy ran like an alien fan site or something, alien website, alien themed site of some sort. And so he was into this stuff. And so clearly this is all a hoax. Well, just because somebody likes aliens or is interested in the UFO topic doesn't mean they would hoax something this elaborate. And it was fairly elaborate. I don't think that he caused the meteor to fall, for example, or whatever that object was. Whether, that we heard that sound that could have been a meteor breaking up, or it could have been a UFO in distress of some sort. But anyway, there is more developments. Beyond the debunking, there is actually, well, let's see, James Fox has a couple of comments. Yeah, he says, somebody contacted him. At first, he had a hard time believing it. He says, I'm getting contacted by police officers in Vegas that are claiming a cover-up by FBI and that their body cam videos are being scrubbed. I don't think they would scrub the body cams of police officers if this was a hoax. So if James Fox's information is accurate, this is really juicy and really alarming and disturbing that the cover-up continues to exist at this level, where they go around to local police and scrub their body cam footage. When I was so excited when I heard there might be body cam footage of one of the beings, and of course they're going to go and scrub that footage. Man, that just ticks me off, man. That really does. So James Fox continues, they're begging for an investigation. Knapp is on it, I believe. I'll travel there when I'm able. So yeah, really, really interesting. I'm just kind of foaming at the mouth right now in rage that they would be scrubbing this body cam video, because obviously we can't trust the federal government to give us any answers at this point. We may or may not get some satisfaction from the House of Representatives. Maybe they'll be more honest than the Senate and more transparent. They couldn't be any less. Obviously, Arrow has been co-opted by the powers that be, whether that's the Collins elite or the control group or some other interest. So there's not going to be any help coming from that quarter until there's new leadership of Arrow or a new paradigm in place. So maybe if a police officer was able to get one of these beings on a camera, we could get some answers or some videos, some evidence, some proof from the local police. Wouldn't that be amazing? And it looks like we had the opportunity in this particular case, but they didn't release the footage immediately for whatever reason, and now the men in black are scrubbing it. So, at least according to James Fox's information. Again, we're still in the fog of war on all of this. Meanwhile, the homeowner, I keep on saying the homeowner, the witness, had a few seconds of video that he took where he says he was able to see a being. Yeah, there he is. And apparently there's a being right there. And it's really hard to see. So people have been trying to blow this up and try to get the best view on this creature. And that seems to be the best one that I've been able to find about what the creature looks like, the being. And it's kind of hard to make out, and this has been blown up and blown up and blown up and then tweaked and tweaked to within an inch of its life. It's kind of hard to tell what's real and what's pareidolia. I can't pronounce it. You know what I'm saying. So so anyway, but you can kind of see the two big eyes, one big eye right there, one eye right there, egg-shaped head, thin neck. You can't see the body at all. So it looks very much like a gray alien. It really, really does. Now, it was described as being between 8 and 10 feet tall, and there are at least two of them. So there are supposedly species or varieties of tall gray. I don't usually hear of them being quite that tall, though. Usually you get the short ones, 3 foot or so, 3.5 foot beings that seem to be the androids, the living, robots, the created beings, whatever they are, artificially created at some level to carry out the bidding, potentially, of the real organic grays, which are the taller ones. So could this fellow right here be an organic gray? What's he doing running around Las Vegas? Placing a few bets, maybe? I don't know. But there is some additional information that you might find fascinating. And this fellow right here, I'm going to skip past the music. In this video released by the witness, this fellow has isolated what he believes might be another alien. So let's see what he has to say.
And right up there, but we're going to first start down here because I found something crazy. Okay, so I want you to pay attention to what I believe is the creepiest part of this video. And I'm going to point out two things you need to pay attention to right here, which is the head. And if you look really close, there's actually a shiny black eye. And what you will see in about a minute is a hand. That I believe is some creature, non-human, crouching down. And that was its eye I just pointed at. And I want you to pay attention to would appear to be fingers running up the fence, as if it's kneeling down or something and peering out. And then there you go, see the fingers. And I think I go back and forth a couple times here, but it looks to me like there's a little other or a big creature looking through the fence on the bottom there, crouched down. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but you tell me. And then there's his fingers going right up and down, up and down. Just looks like almost a human hand crawling up the fence. And at the very beginning, you see an eye. And I think right here, I show you the fingers. This is my really poor attempt at drawing over the fingers, but you get it. So what's really interesting about this is it is happening next to them and kind of in front of them, but behind a fence. Yeah, the fingers are really crazy. So I think I'm going to show it one more time, and then I zoom out, and I'll show you what even made me realize this was here. So, okay, so see how many different times I'm looking. So what I noticed was, if you look at the top right, look at the top right now, there's actually a shadow figure. It almost looks like it's a dense, shadowy figure comes into frame. If you're looking right, at the 3 fence posts, if you're looking at the top right of them, you're actually going to see something that looks like a shadow figure that has density, and it's only there for about a minute. And when it walks in the frame, I think I'm just going to highlight it right here. I was doing the best I could on my phone. I noticed there was movement below it, so I don't know if maybe whatever creature was projecting a shadow up above it or something. But see, there's the eye and the hands, but it also looks like there's another aspect to it, which is that shadow that you can clearly see walking. I know everybody's looking for the alien in front of them, but there's one hiding next to them.
Okay, well, I mean, that could be a trick of the light, potentially, but that could also be something alien or paranormal. I mean, I have, I've done ghost hunting before, and I have not seen a shadow being with my own eyes, but we certainly have security camera footage of the shadow beings. So they are real, and there's a lot of paranormal connection with the aliens or the visitors or the beings, the potentially non-paranormal part of the phenomenon. So, there's a connection between the two. So where one goes, sometimes the other goes as well. Or this could be some aspect of their technology, or who knows what, guys. This could all be a trick of the light, and this could just be, some, 5-year-old hiding behind this fence right here, right? I'm not sold that there's an alien hiding behind that fence, but it's interesting. It's interesting. It is. I'm trying to tell if that guy in the front with the hat on, is he in a position where if he had turned around, he would see that guy right there? He looks to me like he's ahead of that fence, and that if he turned around, he would be looking at whatever was there. But I can't tell for sure. And, who knows? Maybe this being would be concealed by the smoke monster. I don't know, guys, but I thought it was interesting, and I wanted to bring it to your attention. What do you think about all this? Are you a supporter of the Las Vegas UFO story, or do you think that it's all a bunch of cockamamie? Or are you, like me? I think that it is probably real. Some of it may be played up. Some of it is probably quite real. I don't think that, if James Fox's information is correct and that the FBI stepped in and is scrubbing police officers' security camera footage, body cam footage, they don't do that for a hoax or for a played up incident. There seem to be too many witnesses at this point that saw something. Now, some of it could have been a meteor or something, a falling star, something of that order, but that doesn't seem to explain everything. Even if you say, well, the witness is a UFO guy and he cooked this whole thing up after seeing a meteor, that does not seem to explain all that we're seeing here. So I tend to think this is probably a real incident. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Please give this video a big thumbs up. I sure would appreciate it. Smash the subscribe button and the bell to be notified of future videos. I would appreciate it. Share on social media. There's Facebook and Twitter links below. I would love to see you guys there. That'd be super groovy. There's plenty of other videos on the site to check out, and I will see you next time. This is Jack with Cosmic Road, signing out.